Hello, Sagittarius. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and it's good to be back from vacation and with all of you again. This is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of August 16th through the 22nd. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe and join me daily for my quick glance daily readings. Now, Sagittarius, take what resonates and leave the rest, as these are general readings. So, okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at what's going on for this week. Taking a look at your first card, you have the Nine of Wands. Next, the Ten of Chalices, or the Ten of Cups. And the Knave of Chalices, better known as the Page of Cups. And we'll get to your oracle cards in just a little bit. Okay, Sagittarius, so give me one moment so I can kind of take in the energy of your cards. Any messages coming in from my guides in regards to these cards for Sagittarius. Well, the message that's coming through, Sagittarius, is one in which you have been repeating kind of the same pattern over and over as you're blocking your ability to move forward into new energy because you're trapped in this old energy. Kind of like telling the same old story over and over. You've got love coming in here. So definitely, I think this is going to be a reading in regards to love. So let's take a look at each of your cards. And starting off with your first card here, you have the Nine of Wands, which is being on the defensive, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And this is based on your past experiences. And each one of these wands here are your past experience. One in which you resort back to and think about and review and expect for the same thing to take place. So you're very guarded and kind of trapped in this repetitive pattern. So when the Knight of Wands shows up, it also serves as a warning here, Sagittarius. It's an indication that you always think you know what to expect, so you do have your defenses up to protect yourself. And even though you learned from experience, there's always the possibility that things can turn out differently. But what happens is you're caught up in this self-fulfilling prophecy. You're expecting the worst, so that's exactly what you end up getting, Sagittarius. This card is an indication that you got to where you are right now through your own choices. And you're certainly not a victim, but you're feeling like one. So if you're not satisfied with what's currently going on in your life, you could make a choice to change that up as well. Now, the Nine of Wands is actually your card, Sagittarius. It's your card and energy. And that makes the energy just amplified this week, with this being your actual card. Now, the Nine of Wands is ruled by the moon. So there's something that is not apparent to you this week. There's something that you can't see possibly coming in. You're kind of blind to the fact. Now, the moon is especially tied to your unconscious, your emotions, your instincts. And your instincts and emotions are all going just round and round in a circle over and over again. And even this number 9 energy of this card is review, going over it again and again and again. So be careful this week of a self-fulfilling prophecy, that if you expect the worst, that's exactly what you're going to end up getting. You can break this cycle, Sagittarius. as your other cards are indicating something wonderful could be coming into your life. Now, your next card here is the 10 of Chalices, or the 10 of Cups. This is certainly a card depicting a very happy and joyous family, relationships thriving, shared love, blessings, a happy home. And with this being the Cups energy, emotional connections and relationships are all blessed. So when the 10 of Chalices shows up, take the time to be grateful for all that you do have in your life. Now, for some Sagittarians, this card could also be a warning that your ideas about what relationships are based on or what they should be is kind of that always having that happily ever after. It's kind of like that fairy tale kind of ending, instead of the fact that you're saying all the time you're never going to have that happily ever after. That's the energy around you. You have to focus on all that you do have, Sagittarius. It starts there. Now, the 10 of Chalices is Pisces card and energy. It's very intuitive, very perceptive, very romantic and mysterious. It's ruled by the planet Mars, which is about your physical energy, your physical body, taking action, being assertive, your willpower, moving in the right direction. Now, the number 10 of this card certainly indicates the most happiness you could possibly have, because the Ace of Chalices is like a cup runneth over, and this is the 10 of Chalices. So this is like pure bliss, and it is obtainable, Sagittarius. You just have to change your way of thinking. This number 10 reduces down to number 1, which is an indication that through new beginnings and being open to thinking about things in a new way, you can have this 10 of Chalice energy, Sagittarius. So it is possible, and it's something to do here with your next card. And you have the Knave of Chalices, better known as the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is a very sensitive, kind, romantic, very gentle individual or energy. It is new love. This is new feelings, new emotions, an indication with this energy, something new showing up. Now, the Knave of Chalices is the messenger of the court cards, and each knave or page delivers their message in their own unique way. So with this page, and with it being cups, this is how you feel, your emotions. This could be messages coming through in your unconscious, your dreams. It can be some type of messages coming in, making you aware of how someone might feel towards you. So you really have to be open to love and messages, especially coming through your intuition, your higher self. What I'm picking up is something unexpected is going to come your way this week. A new relationship. Certainly something you didn't expect, as you've been repeating the same patterns over and over, looking for love and not finding what it is that you're wanting, Sagittarius. Now, this Knave of Chalices is looking directly at your 10 of Chalice card. So it's an indication that whatever news or however the message of love is coming through this week to you, Sagittarius, you have the potential here to be very, very happy. Something long-lasting. Now, your numerology for your tarot cards here is number 20. First, let's take a look at the number 20 itself. It's associated kind of with a period of waiting, and if successfully completed, the reward is very generous. As it's an indication to you, Sagittarius, that you will find a life of harmony, love, and peace. But you have to follow the right path, especially in matters of spirituality. And this is how the love that could be coming into your life is coming through spirit, as spirit knows your wants and needs. Now, taking the number 20 for your numerology and reducing it to 2, this represents something coming together. Two forces coming together. It has to do with union, partnership, balance, harmony. And the number 2 is the number of your sacral chakra, which has to do with change. So there's a potential this week for change coming in, something in regards to love, Sagittarius. So with this number 20, and then reducing it to number 2, it's a potential for some kind of union beginning. And then with the 0 right after it, it just amplifies this energy. So your numerology here definitely ties into what your cards here are indicating. Now let's take a look at which crystal your angels and guides are suggesting for you this week. And you received malachite. And let me grab mine. And here is the malachite crystal. It's an indication to get outdoors in nature, as that is where the message is most likely what's coming in from this Page of Cups. Could be downloading those messages to you. So a little alone time out in nature, alone with your own thoughts, can be an indication of possibly like where you need to go to next. And that might be where you're going to meet a special someone that's going to end up being the love of your life, Sagittarius. When this card and crystal show up, it's an indication that you're spending too much time indoors. You need to get out, being more social, get out in nature, in the sun. This way, you're exposing yourself, reconnecting with nature, and then reconnecting with your inner guiding self. Now, malachite is associated with your heart chakra. That's your heart center, love. So there could be some kind of aha moment, some kind of inspiration, some kind of idea that can be forthcoming from spirit. It's going to point you in the direction to meeting someone new and obtaining this 10 of chalices blissful energy. But it all starts with getting outdoors in nature. Get outside, Sagittarius. Now let's take a look at the last message for your reading this week, and this is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. And you received Dream Thief. Very interesting card, the Dream Thief. Whenever this card turns up, I think of the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz, especially with the crystal ball being here. But the message of this card is that you're refusing to put yourself in this situation or opportunity to meet someone new. This is a card indicating that the Dream Thief is like a seductress, and her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by staying caught in that loop of thinking there is no happily ever after for you. The Dream Thief here wants you to continue telling your old stories over and over so that you don't evolve or move beyond it. Talking about something that might have happened previously, an experience, maybe a relationship, it really doesn't serve a purpose, and it will never allow you for a new adventure. So this card showing up is asking you Sagittarius, if you want to move beyond that wall, that barrier that you've placed between you and the horizon, your destiny, your future, you can do it. It's really not difficult. Just answer the call to bring love into your life, a new experience. Just drop your resistance, and that will eliminate this dream thief so you can wake up and move forward, as you are so much more than you realize, Sagittarius. Now's the time to move forward and answer the call, or the dream thief will keep trapping you forever. So you just need to move beyond it, Sagittarius. Drop your defenses. Drop this Nine of Wands card. Hope for the best instead of expecting the worst. So in summary here, for your week ahead, Sagittarius, you're starting off with the Nine of Wands, which is your typical MO, being guarded, waiting for the other shoe to drop, expecting the worst. So that's exactly what shows up. That number 9 energy of just reviewing the same thing happening to you over and over again. And if this resonates with you, Sagittarius, you can change this energy. Your cards this week are indicating new love or friendship, some kind of partnership coming in. The 10 of Chalices is having the utmost bliss, the best you can have in regards to a happy home, love all around you. Your relationships are wonderful. It is possible, Sagittarius. And your Knave of Chalices, or your Page of Cups, is bringing in the message as the news, helping you out, where to go, giving you the news, which seems to be kind of here with your Malachite card showing up. By spending more time outdoors, get out of the house, get out of the office, get out and network. Get outdoors. This crystal is associated with the heart chakra, your heart center. More love and balance come into play. But your final message is the dream thief. You're repeating patterns over and over again. Refusal of the call is what the card says. You keep telling yourself the same story, Sagittarius, just running those stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. You need to think outside the box. You need to start thinking of the potential, the hope from just being able to find someone new instead of expecting the worst or thinking it's not going to work out right from the start of it. So the challenge of the dream thief is to hear the call. Accept any new adventures, especially when it comes to love. Be positive, be hopeful. The law of attraction is always at work, Sagittarius. So the energy that you put out into the universe is what is going to circle back to you. Changing up your story will change up the pattern. And your cards this week are a good indication as to what you can achieve by simply changing up how you think about things, how you go about things, and certainly changing up the energy that will be surrounding you. Positive attracts positive, and negative attracts negative. Which energy, Sagittarius, do you want to have around you? So your cards this week are definitely indicating if you have the right attitude and the right mindset, Sagittarius, put yourself out there more, get outside. Get out into situations where you'll be able to meet new people. You have the cards here indicating change up your energy and you will be guided towards this 10 of Cups blissful energy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. And if you're interested in a private tarot card reading, my website link is listed below. Love and abundance to my Sagittarius family.